sad eyes. Don't be discouraged, oh I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside you makes you feel small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy. Can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you're taking all you can bear, you call me up, 'cause you know I'll be there. And I'll see your true colors shining through. I'll see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you're taking all you can bear, you call me up, 'cause you know I'll be there. And I'll see your true colors shining through. I'll see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors. True colors are shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
Pierre, thank you for showing your true colors with that song.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's a great
So
song.
well done. You'd almost think it was Pride Month or something, eh?
You would assume that. You would think that.
That's absolutely wonderful. And you know that when we know, because we're old enough to know, Cyndi Lauper was just catapulted that song into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
And it's been covered in so many ways. But again, it's like all music. When I hear it coming from you during a service, I hear it differently, right? I just hear it differently. So you have that gift, and yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's a wonderful, that's a beautiful compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Oops. Sorry, I just had to turn my volume down.
So,
volume just came out. That was not some strange random person that's in my house. But anyway, thank you so much for that. That was absolutely wonderful, and more to come.
Yep.
So,
We'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. And hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Global Truth Center, Toronto. Just so glad that you brought your presence here tonight. This is your gift to yourself. And whether you're watching us with tea in the morning, because I know some of you tell me that you do that, or whether you're watching it at mid-afternoon or anytime during the week, just welcome. And really appreciate you bringing your presence here to this energy that we're emitting out into the world. And from that place, just come into this moment, forget everything that's happened prior to this moment. So become fully present right here, right now. As I said, this is your gift to yourself. We are connected. We believe in one giant universe that every single person is connected to, and that each and every one of us are individualized expressions of this whole. And so what we try to do on a Wednesday night is to give you a little bit of a break, give you a little bit of an uplift, and also give you something to perhaps strive for as you go through your week or your month. And so if that's working for you, that's wonderful. I trust and know that that is what our intention is. Our intention is to raise the vibrational energy and to change the world in some small way. And this month we're focusing on vitality. So I trust and know that this vital energy that you feel, this vital energy that we call you, is showing up fully present right here, right now, and trusting and knowing that gratitude is not gone unheard. And, we could just release all that energy into the world. You got 1 hour to sit with us and to go through this experience. So thank you for showing up. We release that into the world. And it is my pleasure, speaking of releasing positive and good energy into the world, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce the magnificent, and now in Canada, Hester, one of our practitioners. Hello, Hester. Hester's trying to find her mute button. There you are. Hello, Hester.
Oh gosh, I'm slipping behind the wheel. Okay. Thank you, Reverend Fred, for having me here this evening.
I'm so glad that you're here, Hester. And and we'll chat in a little bit, but I'm just going to let you just move right into this beautiful meditation that everybody can take part of.
Okay. Good evening and welcome everyone to our shared sacred space of mindfulness, understanding, and unconditional love, right here at Global Truth Center, Toronto. As we journey together in this meditation, we will focus on the theme for this month, which is vitality. In my opinion, it is a powerful spiritual energy that supports continuance of life and is present in all living things. But before we begin, let us make sure that you're comfortable. Ensure that your sacred space is free of potential noise for the next 15 minutes. Find a sitting or lying position that suits you best. Straighten your spine to allow energy to flow freely. And gently close your eyes if you wish. If not, softly focus your gaze or visualize a relaxing and beautiful scenery in front of you. We will now begin our meditation. As you have fully arrived in this present moment, I invite you to take 5 cleansing breaths. As you inhale deeply, feel the breath moving into your belly, then up to your chest, up to your throat, and exhale through your mouth with a deep sigh. Let's try this again. As you inhale deeply, feel the breath moving into your belly, then rising up to your chest and up to your throat. And exhale through your mouth with a deep sigh. Inhale deeply. Feel the breath moving into your belly, then up to your chest, up to your throat, and exhale through your mouth with a deep sigh. And try it one more time on your own. Feel free to focus on your natural breathing, as I now invite you to take some time to settle into your heart space. And while doing so, take a few seconds to connect to what vitality means to you. Since vitality begins within, I invite you to visualize a bright golden light in the middle of your chest. It is welcoming, warm, and radiant. As you gaze along and basking in its wholeness, you see a round, shining white spark coming from the light as it expands and circulates before you. It gradually changes into a white light vapor that envelopes you in a warm, loving embrace. From your head to your toes. Leaving you in swirls of vitality with a feel-good attitude. Your mind takes over, assisting you to choose where and how you intend to use this vitality for your highest good. Take a few seconds to think about the actions you will take to make this happen. Will you go out for a vigorous walk or be highly motivated to go to the gym? Or do some serious workout at home? Will you prepare a healthy meal or go out dancing and laughing with friends? You may decide to catch up on much needed sleep. The choice is yours to make. I invite you to place your hand on your chest. Feel the vitality of your heartbeat as it moves energy and sustenance throughout your entire body. Feel the awesomeness and the high level of vitality it takes to perform its task. In complete harmony with the rest of the body. Give thanks to the source where vitality flows. Because you're alive and supported at all times. Even when your vitality level seems low, remember who you are. You are that energy. And from there, you take baby steps. Move your attention to your physical body. The same life force that brings vigor to your mind and heart also brings it to your physical body. Visualize and focus on vitality as a healing, pure white vapor, moving from your toes to your heels, then up your legs, knees, thighs, your sacral area. Move to your hips, buttocks, both sides. Feel the vapor on your chest, back, shoulders, arms, neck, your face. Feel the vapor in the middle of your forehead. And finally, the top of your head. In your mind's eye, hold this energy there for a few seconds. And gently release. I invite you to become aware of your natural breath. Stretch and relax as you sink gently into your body. Take a deep breath. Release. And join us in the remainder of our service. Thank you. Namaste.
How about you? How about me? How about everybody living in peace and harmony? How about love for us all? This is my wish, most of all. Now is the time to show love for our brothers and sisters. So open up your heart and you'll know it's all about love. It's all about love. It's all about love. Loving open arms soothes a heart plagued by harm, allowing peace and joy to once again run free. Watch the phoenix rise and the hope in its eyes, and our hearts grew more, 'cause we did not ignore when a stranger knocked on our door. It's all about love. 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 It's all about love.
Oh, Pierre. I got a little lost in the song. I was just like, waiting for the next verse.
It's a quick one. Yeah.
It is. And you
Yeah.
know what? All about love, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
How do you feel when you sing that song?
You know, I'm always sometimes amazed, like where these songs come from. You know, I start from either a place of blankness and something just comes forward, or it's the chords, or it is the words that start the song. It's never the same. It's always different. And yeah, you know, a song like this, you know, definitely depending on what's going on in the world, it certainly takes on more meaning. And I'm sure as we all get older, the words mean even more and more and more as the years go by. And not that I'm old, but yeah, they certainly do. I feel I sing songs differently now too, because they mean they you know, I'm at a different place in my life, so the words can mean a passage in a song can be different in the way I express it or the way I take it in. and the way I give it out. So yeah.
And I have to tell you that actually, as you emote, as you sing, as you play the chords, and as it comes outside of you, that is actually what feels, and that's that divine thing, that connectedness that we're all talking about. It doesn't matter. Even your point of view doesn't matter. You hear it from where you are.
Yeah.
Right.
It's true.
And so, yeah, and you're not old. You're not getting old. You're getting wise. What we worked for this, man.
Oh, I know. But listen, I love the aging process. I really do. I mean, I take good care of myself, and I'm enjoying the ride.
Absolutely.
All aspects of it.
Vitality.
Vitality.
That's
absolutely.
What it is.
You know what? You should talk about that.
Yeah, well, maybe we will.
Okay.
I'll chat with Hester, and then maybe have a chat. I mean, because otherwise we could just go home right now. I feel full, so I'm good. But we'll carry on. All right, Pierre. We'll see you a little bit later.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. And thank you so much. And Hester, you're amazing, incredible.
Wow.
Thank you. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I was worried because I'm a little bit tired, and I could not even understand some of the things that I wrote.
You know what? I have to tell you, when you got to the point in your meditation where you said, I had to write it down, where you said, there's a bright golden light in the middle of your heart space, go there. And I just went, it's because that's that golden thread that connects us, right?
That's right.
And so you showed up tired, but listen, first of all, I bet you feel alive now.
Yes, I do.
I know.
I'm feeling the vitality is coming up,
Yes, it's amazing how when we change our energy, like I feel that sometimes too. It's like, Wednesday afternoon, I'm going, oh my gosh, I've got, I'm still working on the magazine. I got all that stuff. I finish around 5:30, and then I start to get set up, and I'm putting my things in place. And all of a sudden I feel this energy again. And it's like, it's so weird, because I think I don't know where the energy comes from, but it you know what it is? It's being really present, isn't it?
Pardon me?
It's being really present.
Yes.
Yes. So welcome back to Canada, Miss Hester. You were away in St. Lucia for a long time. How is it being back?
Oh, it's wonderful to be back. It's wonderful to see friends and family, especially friends like you, even if it's on Zoom. There's a little bit more togetherness than when I was all the way in St. Lucia.
Absolutely.
It's nice.
We'll be together in person next week too, by the way.
Pardon me?
We're coming to Brampton.
I know. I'm really looking forward to that.
So we're going to see you next week in person.
Is it next week already? Time is just flying by.
I know. I said something about a couple of weeks ago, and someone said, no, that's already happening. That's next week. And I went, oh my gosh. I think it was Pierre that I said, oh yeah, well, you're going, in a couple of weeks. And he said, no, that's next week. So time goes by pretty quick, doesn't it?
It does. It certainly does.
Especially when you're living in the moment. So speaking of that, what does vitality mean to you? What is when we say vitality?
Well, when I have vitality, I think think of it as extra energy. That comes in spurts, and it's always there when you need it. Maybe today you might need it at a small dose, tomorrow you might need more of it. It's like to me, it's just like energy, but that it's more powerful. It propels you to do something at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, that's how I feel about vital energy.
Yeah, and it's and knowing that we're connected to this source or this,
exactly,
it's always there. It's like
always there.
Going into an apple orchard and just knowing the apples are always there, and you can pick one when you choose. Sometimes you want 3, whatever it happens to be, right?
Exactly. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
And I know I'm part of it. I'm part of that great energy. I know it's always there.
Absolutely. It's always
keeping us alive.
So in our philosophy, when we say vitality, how does it relate to the New Thought philosophy? If you had to think about it.
Yes, to me, it is with New Thought, it broadens our consciousness, it expands our consciousness. And I really truly believe that the more it expands, the more vitality you have in your life, because you're doing things right, you're doing things with no horrible consequences. And these are the things we learn in New Thought to keep us on the path where we do not sink into low vitality.
Yeah, and actually, and when you just said that, it brought up for me how we believe in this philosophy, thoughts are things, that law of cause and effect.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're living in that sense of vitality, you're actually creating that in your life, that vibrational energy that actually
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah, that consciousness, that awareness, that what I put into this funnel, what I put into this funnel is going to come out at the bottom, manifested. So I like when you said, so are you going to go to the gym? Are you going to feed yourself right? Because that is part of our expression, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Whenever we feel that sense of vitality, we want to do something,
Yeah, and just like the gym with our minds, we got to flex those muscles. If we want to have, it's true, right? It's true, right? Like if we want to have a strong, healthy body, we flex our muscles and we go to the gym.
Exactly.
But at home, or we eat proper, and as Pierre said, he's eating proper, so he's moving through life in a healthier body. And the same is true with our mind, right? We have to practice. We have to practice in our mind to create this kind of muscle, this mental muscle that says, if I want a better life, I got to do the work, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, Hester, it is so good to spend time with you. I'm so grateful that you showed up tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, and thank you very much. And we'll catch up a little bit later.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
No problem.
All right, Hester. Listen.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much again. And
you're welcome.
And you're going to say our
Oops.
Do you have it?
Oh, I have it somewhere.
Okay, you know what? Why don't I do it? And then what I'm going to do is I'll do it. I'll read the affirmation, and then I invite everybody else to join.
Okay.
Okay. So it is, I am the vital energy of the universe. And now we'll say it together. I am
the vital energy of the universe.
Yes. Yes. Let's do it one more time, just because we can. I am the vital energy
of the universe.
The universe. Absolutely. It is in us. It is around us. It is through us. It is us. So thank you, Hester, and we'll catch up in a little bit.
All right. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. And everybody, just welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here, that you're bringing your energy and consciousness here. And I want to say, as we talked about, happy Pride to everybody. Whatever it is that you celebrate, your individuality, your expression of love, that's what it is to me. So hello, everyone. And always remember that in the end, love wins. Always remember that love is love. So keep that in mind. We heard it in Pierre's song, and we heard it in the meditation. That's what part of vitality is. As I mentioned last week, vitality is energy, it's growth, it's expansion, and it's our ability to do that. And that is happening all the time, all around us, through us, as us. We are the expansion, the growth, and that is always happening. And so if that is true, the only question that we have to ask ourselves is, am I controlling that, or is it something that is just happening? Are you tapped in or zapped out, right? Because when we're tapped in, it's this expression. I mean, I sometimes visualize vitality or energy or this thought that we have access to, like a toaster. And I know that seems really simple, but a toaster is like this inanimate object. It just sits there But if we plug it in and push that handle down, we get heat and we get to make toast. The energy that is there all the time. But it's not until we plug it in, it's not until we activate it or take action, as Hester said. It just sits there otherwise. It's just an inanimate object. So are you living a life that's plugged in and activated right now? I had an aunt, and I remember having conversations with her all the time. She talked about how she was fascinated by electricity. She said, it's amazing how we turn on an appliance and out of thin air, it works. She said, how does it flow there? How does electricity know where to go when we just plug it in? And you know what? It's the same thing as electricity is generated. It's the same thing that for us, when we plug into source or our higher power or our vital selves, we start to do that. And so we are part of that. So again, ask yourself, are you plugging in? Are you activating the energy that is available to you? The energy is moving us. Are you moving it in a desired direction? If you are moving in a desired direction, then you'll have a desired outcome. You'll have the outcome that you want. Law of cause and effect, what I think I create. So what does it feel like when you're tapped in? I could say we feel alive, we feel vibrant, we're light on our feet, our world falls into place, things begin to happen that make us feel lit, that light us up, and that we feel good. And as speaking of that, as you know, Nick, one of our practitioners, is paneling for ministerial school, and I can tell you that even though he's going to go on and take year 2 of ministerial school, I could tell you that it did not dim his vitality. Yes, he didn't have the desired outcome that he envisioned. However, that desired outcome is still going to happen for him. But let me tell you, he actually did things in LA. He met people that he hadn't met before, that he'd been students with. He did stand-up comedian. There's so many things that he did. We had an amazing conversation. So that's true also in life. Like sometimes things happen and they're not exactly what we want them to, but we can still choose to live in vitality. We can still choose to see the better part of it. And to be honest, I'll let Nick tell you all about the energy that he experienced on his adventure. He's going to be here next week, so he will have an opportunity. I'm going to give him an opportunity to spend a little time and tell you about his experience, because I think it's something that we can all learn and grow from as well. And I wanted to say that I know that we had prayed for him, and I wanted you to know that those prayers, they landed. That energy is not dispersed. It's like everything. The energy goes somewhere. So it did land for him, and know and trust that. He will, and again, he will tell you more about it next week. But it's the same thing when we, come together in this service, right? Whatever energy we're putting into it, trusting and knowing that it's going out and it's landing someplace where it needs to land. And that's the truth of what we do here. So in life, there are also energy zappers. That's being tapped in. There are also energy zappers. Beware of the energy zappers. So what do they look like? Well, anytime we're not living our highest expression of ourselves, anytime that we can get caught up in those energy zappers, they start to take over, and it sometimes can be challenging to get out of. So what are some of the energy zappers? Things like doubt, things like fear. Gossip is a big one when we talk about other people in an unconscious way. And we start feeding in, even if other people are gossiping, it doesn't feel good. And that's an energy zapper. And what about our health experiences? They can have zappers too. Hester alluded to it, not moving, not being active, not exercising, being idle, maybe not eating right, maybe eating off when we know that we should be eating something that's going to make us feel more vitality, more healthy. I mean, those are energy zappers, big energy zappers, in fact. Having bad relationships and relationships with friends or our partners or family or loved ones. I mean, that can really drain us. I think one of the best things that we can do when we're living in that is to resolve the conflicts, even if it means getting clear in our own mind that we are valuable, that we are worth it, and that we are not what other people think of us. We are who we really are, and knowing the truth of who we are, that we are love, light, peace, and joy. Living in that truth is a way to combat some of those energy zappers when it comes to relationships. How about negativity in finances? I mean, that can be an energy zapper as well if we're not feeling abundant. And when we're not feeling abundant, we close off that flow, that law of circulation, the law of circulation, that as we give, we receive. And it's not just about money, it's about abundance. So let go the idea that your abundance is based on the bank account, based on what it is. The truth is that it is, it is source, it is light. Abundance is always a part of our lives. We live in one of the wealthiest countries in the world. There's always food, shelter, and it's beautiful. I remember traveling to the Azores with my former partner, and there's a lot of family there. And I remember going to see these homes that are on the ocean, and these families are living with little money, but they live in paradise. It's absolutely stunning. You go out their backyards, and it's right on the ocean, and the cliffs and the water. It's spectacular. And they eat things called lapish, which I think is kind of like, I don't even know what it is, but they eat it fresh. I mean, they do it. I had it with beer. I got to put salted beer on it. But anyway, it's so abundant. Everything is there. And you know what? We're part of that same universe too. We live in that universe. It's always abundant. Don't let the shortfalls that appear to be in your life zap your energy or your vitality. Ernest Holmes says that we live in an abundant universe, and it is available to us. How do you feel when I say that statement, that we live in an abundant universe and it's available to us? For me personally, it energizes me to know that the world is a good place, and that to the degree that I wish to experience abundance is to the degree that it shows up. As I said with Hester, walking in and, apples, and do you want 3 or do you want 2? I mean, when I focus on abundance, it shows up in my life, and I know that that is true for everyone. And speaking of that, I saw this video today, and it was about a man who says, tells a bit of a story, and he says, imagine in 50 years from now, you're laying on your last day in your bed, and you're thinking about your last day on this planet. You're thinking about your life. So what are you thinking? Are you thinking about all the relationships you have with the people you love? Are you realizing how good life really is? Are you thinking about the life you lived? Are you wanting another day to see the sunrise or to see the sunset? Are you wishing that you could feel the sun on your skin, to feel the raindrops on your tongue? Are you thinking about the places you visited, the taste of good food? Are you thinking about the contribution you made through the work that you did or through your life overall? Are you thinking about the challenges in your life, and are you seeing them resolved, or not that they're a big deal at all? Are you seeing the life you want to live? Is there something you want to tell? Is there someone that you want to tell how they've impacted your life, someone that you love, or someone who's made a difference in your life? Are you holding grudges? Are you holding on to judgment of others, of yourself? Are any conflicts that you think of that you may have carried till now, are they important on your last day? And then he says, now imagine that you were able to negotiate and come back to this day right here. And that you could live your life from this point, knowing all of that you know. What would your day be different? How would your day be different today? How would you feel about the imperfect weather, or the snowfall, or the sunrise, or the sunset? Would you go and watch them? What about the relationships that mean the most to you? Would you take the time with your children or grandchildren that sometimes seem so hard to find? Would the petty arguments or experiences seem trivial to you? My guess is that for the most of us, we would look at our experiences today completely different if we could zoom back from that time. We would live our life more fuller, more to the fullest, I would say, and more vitality in this moment. We'd do it right here, right now. We wouldn't wait because we'd realize how fast that 50 years is going to get here. And it was interesting because I posted last week on Facebook a picture of myself at 13 years old. And I asked the question, what would I tell myself now? What would I tell that 13-year-old self? And I have to tell you that since I posted it and planted that seed, by doing that, it has woken up so many things, so many parts of me that has been plugged in. And I feel the vitality, even in I had a very quiet weekend. And even in that weekend, I was able to see the gift in that. You taking time to come here today and to sit in this moment, whenever it happens to be that you watch this, that is just energy being expressed from our Wednesday services. Are you getting a different flow when you come to this Wednesday service or when you watch it? Because if you are, that's also energy. That's also taking time for yourself. Are you having an open mind? I mean, when you show up, are you showing up and ready to hear something new? Are you plugging in the toaster? Are you tapping into that energy? I mean, because choose to plug in this week. Find those things that are zapping your energy. Find those energy zappers and start eliminating them immediately. Talk to yourself about possibilities. And you know what? Tell yourself the truth. Tell everybody the truth about who you are. That you are light. That you are love. That you are here now to experience all the good things that life has to offer you. You are life. You are source. You are, you're a toaster. Use that analogy if it works. If it doesn't, find something else. But you are the toaster. Plug yourself in. Turn on the switch. I wish for everybody that you find those things in your life that help you turn that switch on. You step into the truth that you are here on purpose and that you are loved and that you give love and that you allow love to be received, that your life matters, that you are part of everything you choose to let into your life. Trust that you are supported and held on high. I wish all things for you. I wish all of those things. And you know what? I also wish that for myself. This week, be an energy tapper, not an energy zapper. As we said, do the work and live the results. Namaste. I just wish you a fantastic week. And again, it's just a perfect time for us to start to think about that in this month of vitality. At this time, we actually talk about donating to the center. If you're able to do that, please do that. That helps us to be able to broadcast and to keep things moving. I always say, love is energy, money is energy. So give from that place of love. If you can do it, that's fantastic. It does help us. And it is part of the law of circulation. As you give, you receive. So, and you give, and you don't receive because you give, you receive because you're literally telling the universe that you are abundant and that you're also open to receiving. You can do that by going to globaltruthcentertoronto.com. There's a donate button there. And by the way, if you have a problem with the donate button, please contact us, because I know that some people have been trying to make donations and there may have been some issues. You can also do an e-transfer if you get stuck, and that would be at info@globaltruthcenterto.com. So please feel free to do that. And we're also trying to get our PayPal up. And so there are some things that are happening. So please don't be discouraged. If you can, that would be great. And I just want to make a few announcements that we still have classes going on with Dr. Liza. There are still, I believe, 4 classes left. That's Tuesday nights at 6:30. So do that. While you're at the website, please sign up to become a member. You can also receive the magazine that way. Sorry, the newsletter that way. You can tell my publisher's slipping in there a little bit. And also mark your calendars. We mentioned this earlier. The amazing Pierre Gautreau that you get to see every week will be live in Brampton at the Gage Park. And it should be quite an event. I'm looking so forward to actually seeing Pierre perform with his band, and really looking forward to that. You can get a hold of Marg Hux, or you can go to the website again for more information on that, and that'll be great. And at this point, I just want to say a couple of thank yous to some of the people who are here tonight. The first is, in the background, our amazing Carrie, who always manages to help us get this service out there. Thank you, Carrie, for all that you do, for showing up, for sending out the links and everything that you do. Thank you. The amazing Pierre Gautreau, who just lights up our lives. And so thank you, Pierre, for being here. And I do look forward to seeing you online next week, but then I look forward to seeing you at the Gage Park with your Spire.
Next Thursday.
And also just a reminder that if you want to download any of Pierre's music, you can go to some of the major streaming outlets, and it's Spire, S-P-Y-R-E. And you're live there too, correct, Pierre?
Yes, we are.
Absolutely. And to the amazing Hester, who shows up with her love and light and ability to transport us in her meditation and always living life in that truth. Thank you, Hester, for your
You're
time
welcome.
to speak. So glad that you're here. And I want to thank you, the community, for showing up whenever you're showing up. Thank you so much, because your consciousness does make a difference. Know that it does. Just like we all sent energy to Nick, and he had an amazing experience. And like I said, he'll share it with you next week. That energy that we put out into the world, it lands. It always lands exactly where it needs to. So trust and know that. Continue to do that. Feed your soul. Be vital this week. And with that, Pierre, why don't you play your song to take us out for the night? And I may be singing in the background, but I'll mute.
Please do. And I want to say happy Pride out there to everyone.
Happy Pride. Individuality. Just enjoy.
Absolutely. My mama told me when I was young, we're all born superstars. She rolled my hair, put my lipstick on in the glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong with loving who you are. She said that God made you perfect, babe. So hold your head up, girl, and you'll go far. Listen to me when I sing. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself and regret, just love yourself and you said, I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Oh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Ooh, ooh, there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born on the right track. Baby, I was born this way. Give yourself prudence and love your friends. Subway kids, rejoice your truth. In the religion of the insecure, I must be myself, respect my youth. A different lover is not a sin. Believe, capital H-I-M. I love my life, I love this record, and mi amore, yeah. I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistake. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself and regret, just love yourself and you're safe. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. Ooh, ooh, there ain't no other way. Baby, I was born this way. On the right track, baby, I was born this way. No matter gay, straight or bi, lesbian, transgender, light, I'm on the right track, baby, I was born to survive. No matter black, white, or beige, Shola or Orient made, I'm on the right track, baby, I was born to be brave. I'm beautiful in my way, cause God makes no mistake. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Don't hide yourself and regret, just love yourself and yourself. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Ooh, there ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. Baby, I was born this way. There ain't no other way, baby, I was born this way. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way.
Oh, Pierre, God makes no mistakes. You were born this way.
Except that one line. Like,
Not a
I
mistake.
think it was the Spanish line. It was like,
Yeah, yeah.
all good.
No mistakes.
Ah.
Wonderful done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And everybody, just go live your vital week. Live this week filled with vitality. Just go and do it. That's my commission to you. So have a great week, everyone. Thank you. And